both sides. The TK, a little bit of an interesting one, but obviously to try and keep that Jinx safe in the bottom lane. But you are going to be looking at a lot of range coming through for top esports, which has been kind of an old school these early skirmishes, right? And when you've got this Renekton, you can go for early skirmishes.
You can just go for skirmishes as Dominus has been popped. First blood goes over to Knight. And yeah,
teams are reading this well.
Yeah, they are reading it well, and the TP's going to be committed here. That's going to be coming in from Knight, and he knocks onto the Chomps. They're actually going to flash away, but there's nowhere for you to go. Knight picks up a second, a perfectly timed TP, and they
certainly
get
one that's been net dividends for top esports.
You can see now WE trying to push in this wave as best they can. Now that's big. Devour is down, and they've got themselves missing coming in. He's going to tank up as much as he can, flash for flash, but the killer instinct is enough. So Beishan picks himself up a kill. That's a good response for Team WE. They keep the pressure.
And that's exactly what we said we wanted them to do, right? Use the fact that JackeyLove was greedy, not taking cleanse, and it means that then you can burn the safety net that Shuo offers and then bring in Beishan afterwards. Great job by WE, and exactly what we said, turn bot lane pressure into Dragon.
Yep, they get a kill, they get some pressure down, they also get themselves the Dragon. Joe is here. He has got flash and exhaust. They're going to use a TP straight away. There's no smite. There's nothing. Oh no, WE! WE Shuo is the king of this bot lane. That's where these big kind of fights can happen.
Top lane dive is about to happen. We just said Knight wants to get out of lane. He's already here, and he's already popped Dominus.
Breathe will have the Mega Gnar very, very shortly. Trying to build up that rage right now. Doesn't latch onto the boomerang. Does get a hop away. That's going to be the third kill of the game now, going over to Knight on this Renekton. They will soak up a little bit of extra damage, but nothing too untoward. And now with the time,
make something happen on the bot side here for top esports to dissuade that.
Oh, well, they're actually going to go for the TP now, and JackeyLove in a little bit of trouble. His flash is available, but there is the jump straight into the loving arms of Shuo. Nice Mega Gnar, though, into the wall means Karsa will drop, and the three-man knock-up from missing WE. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are here to stay, and we want more.
They won't be able to get Knight at the moment, though, but he will eventually drop. And this is where disaster strikes for top esports, biting off more than they can chew. No TP available for 369 as Knight. Slippery Crocodile still trying to get away, but either way, Dragon will go to WE. The fight goes to WE, and top esports, big mistake.
Big mistake. A lot of gold going into the back pockets of the side of Team WE, and they get the reset, they get the Dragon, they can now stop that stacking, so you're kind of prolonging the game. And yes, we talked about how that ticking time bomb and Jinx is going to be an absolute monster in the late game. Kai'Sa and Azir are no slouches. They will do damage in those late game team fights. The one thing that happened though that goes in favor of top esports is, Knight is the highest. He's the second highest.
Fair to say though, Rift Herald here for top esports on the bottom side. 5 members and WE are not in position. No TP for Breathe.
No TP for Breathe, and they're going to try and jump in. There's a lilting Lullaby just going to go down onto Missing, who immediately cleanses it. They jump down onto Karsa, who's then forced to just get devoured in. It will be a trade of turret for turret, but that's 2 turrets to 1, and they're still pushing with this Rift Herald.
Yeah, and you've got to go back as WE. Like, this charge and this tower will not survive.
Well, they've cracked open the base at 18 minutes. He jumps straight down on top of Beishan, and he is dead to rights. Jomong being rocketed down. And this is the perfect play right now. You don't kill off the inhibitor because that just gives a lot of gold and loses a lot.
Like, even with flash, you just aren't tanky enough to hold on to that. JackeyLove sends out the rocket to try and stop the ports, but misses on that one in the bottom side. So now top esports will be forced to back away, and they won't get to answer for the play from WE.
Well, they might be able to try and push in this top side, but everyone has recalls. They should be able to kind of get that one in, and you can see there, it's a pull. It's a monster in the late game, but he has been quelled to an extent.
I mean, he's a Jinx, right? This is what I meant by ticking time bomb. Like, although Kai'Sa scales well, right? She still does things in the early stages. When she gets her Q evolved, she's still really strong. Gale Force or even the Kraken Slayer, whatever option you go for, is still quite strong. She has an impact. Jinx definitely needs the Kraken Slayer. She needs more damage to come and ramp into her kit, and doesn't really get a huge amount out of her kit until she hits, the later stages of the game.
Well, with everybody resetting off top esports, they decide to push into this mid lane. Honestly, this tower is just gone. TP mid coming in, Missing jumps straight in. JackeyLove forced the flash and heal straight away. Missing is now out of this fight. As we can see the TP coming on the backside from Knight. He jumps in, Breathe, finally goes Mega. Now they can turn on to Knight. Nobody's really helping him out, but Shanks has fallen, as has Breathe. As the 2 solo laners down. Now Beishan gets jumped on by 369. They can use the Abyssal Voyage to try and force Jomong away, and that could mean Baron for the side of Team Top Esports.
And they will be able to pick that up. Beautiful play from Top Esports. 369 wasn't back on the bot side. He wasn't resetting. He was getting that TP into mid. Same when it came towards Knight. Beautiful, beautiful moment from Top Esports that will net them that bar.
And they use both TPs, and like you mentioned, they have no problem whatsoever. Just see a moment where they can jump in, get everybody involved, and that is going to be the Baron taken down. So now all of a sudden we ballooned from 3.5 to a 7,000 gold lead, actually just under about. They will not have the Baron for when that one comes up, but if Shanks can find a moment, you can see now Breathe is coming in, they're trying to go for it. Perfection from Zhou, but they still land on top of Jackie Love. He's exhausted straight away, and the killer instinct does mean that Jackie Love is dead. Now they can try and jump on the show. The lulting lullaby means that they are able to get plenty of sleeps down. WE trying to keep themselves alive, trying to keep the health bars healthy, but it's Jomong against the world. He takes down the tanky Catfish, and now he's got to run away for his life. He's got a red buff, but I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. Boom! Sniped down by 369. It's a 2 for 5, the ace for Team Top Esports.
And now they can start to push in through this mid lane as well. Again, yes, you can get Jackie Love, but you've invested everything in the kitchen sink into this, and Top Esports are like, cool, we've still got 369. We've still got this Lilia. I mean, heck, even Knight is huge. 5-0-4 right now. And Top Esports get to crack the base.
Second time they've cracked the base. They've still yet to take an inhibitor, but Karsa might have been caught out. They know he might be going for the blue buff, and you can see the TP coming in here. Karsa now sees Shanks with everybody else, but he's a little bit too far forward. Karsa finally gets taken down as it goes 1, 2, and 6, and there's 2 quick kills in favor of Team WE. They get themselves a nice this time round than they were against EDG. I feel like there is definitely an opportunity here for Team WE if they can find the right team fight.
It is hard though, because I mean, look, the fact
for Jomong working dividends, they will take out the third and final inner turret here, as they're now looking to try and crack open that third inhibitor turret. Again, very important to note here for Top Esports. It looks like Top Esports, they don't even want to go for a 60-40. They want nothing to do with this. Knight is still sitting there, and again, they're going for TP. They're actually going to just run for the base.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is bait WE in far enough that Knight could flash over the wall and get on towards Jomong. They don't even need it though, because the TPs are there. They're in prime position as Breathe now leading the charge on 369.
Yeah, they're going to jump straight into 369. That will be gold going over to Shanks, and the rest of Top Esports not really there to follow. Missing play keep away. The Predator was popped by Karsa. I thought the plan for Top Esports was to sacrifice 369, go for Baron. Now they can't do that, and this is kind of this weird tempo setup as Jackie Love might have been caught. He has to flash away. Karsa now going to use a lilting lullaby onto the 2 tanks. That's not what you want, and now you have Shanks and Jomong available to try and take these fights. Knight trying to play keep away with missing, and this is kind of getting a little bit chaotic.
Yeah, WE actually could have had that moment to shine. They could have got the picks, but Jomong was trying to
fallen off. Now, because you have to back away from that Baron, because you have to walk away from that objective, it does mean that the clock is reset on this Dragon Soul.
I'm fine with that though. Like, it's not the Dragon Soul the Top Esports are worried about. They are playing the long con. Would be missing going for some sort of flash engage, but even the Alistair doesn't have his engage up either. They're on a pretty similar cooldown right now, so you can still keep Jackie Love safe. Maybe Breathe,
whoa,
but there we go.
They jump straight in, and Jackie Love is dead. That is what you needed if you're Team WE. Now they can try and jump down onto Show a Knight, but it doesn't matter. They got the pick. This slows everything down from Top Esports.
It could even give the Baron over to WE. You don't have those TPs that we're talking about open available for 369. So this play isn't really available for them right now.
They have
that
to fight.
Mistake from Jackie Love could have cost them.
TP coming in on the side. They turn off it immediately, and they're going to try and kill off Knight. He has to run away straight away, and they know they've got the TP out of him now. They've actually pushed in towards that mid lane. That turret has gone down. The minions are pushing in the bot and the top side. They don't have a TP unless 369 uses his very, very soon.
They have to make a call here. No Jackie Love though, and WE will turn towards it. They're trying to get the fight.
Oh, that was a great shock blast though as they try and go in. The lilting lullaby comes down. Everybody's going golden as Breed trying to get something.
Nice.
Udyr is down. Knight, but Shanks gets everybody away. They can keep this fight one going. 369 is still alive. These health bars are so damn low, but it looks like it's going to be. Yes, it will be. It will be Top Esports taking the whole fight. They teetered on the edge of losing, and they come out with the win.
And that's what I love about Top Esports, understanding we don't need to engage. We have the range. play to that discrepancy, and they get the 4v5. And Missing, try as you will, this is a top esports win.
This is going to be top esports taking game 1 of this best of 3. It's not over just yet, but what a way to kind of come into it. What a team fight, 45, but Breathe is huge. 1, 2, I spoke too soon, Dagda. They can't end the game, but they will leave the base in tatters.
Oh my god, I can't believe Breathe is not with it. They
I don't think they can. I think it's going to be a super mega debt rocket steal, and that's about as good as it's going to get, but perfectly positioned there from Breed, stops anything from happening. Left him out of the game, and he's only a little bit behind in items. It's not that big of a deal, but now you have full items onto Kaisa. Jomong is big, and there's a TP coming in straight away, but ooh, there goes Golden straight off the bat. Show is there. This could be an straight 5v5 straight off the bat. Missing does punt everybody out as they try and go for the fight, but Missing gets excited, gets Jinx excited, excuse me, as they try and look for something else. Knight's still going, but on the top side, Nar goes down. WE, you had the Baron, you just have to wait for time, you just have to wait for resources, but you will not be given those time, you will not be given those resources. Top Esports will be taking game 1 in 38.5 minutes. Oh, what a game.
That was a great start to this series, and unfortunately there, one mistake from Breathe will cost WE. TPing in, no Mega Gnar available, no win for WE.
He had the Mega Gnar, but they had vision, and that's all they needed, and that's going to be the game 1 going over to Top Esports. They don't need the Elder, they don't need the Baron, they just needed the pick. You can see the players there. That was a tough one. That was a strenuous game for Top Esports. They still come out with the victory, but it's only half the job done. They need to do it again.
Exactly, and I think Top...
But they do get their hands on the Aphelios.
Yeah, we're coming in quick and fast because this happened in the past, where we're looking at Camille coming in that top side that you were looking at, Penguin. So, nice job here. Does work very well in towards the Aatrox. We're looking at that Jinx. Tam has a nice freeze on it, so I'm going to reset, use that time instead, and now that Beishang's sorted out, now 369 will come back.
Yeah, and the bot lane actually from Team WE is the first one to make the rotation, so this is a little bit of a kind of a switcheroo from last game. Karsa, though, kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Will have the blast cone to try and get himself out, trying to just be as annoying as he physically possibly can, but honestly, he should be going down. Gravity Field is there, TP is there as well. That's going to be a reset from Knight, but First Blood goes to Jomong. They're going to be able to give him 2. Never mind, it's going to be Shanks picking that one up, and out of nowhere, Team WE got themselves a lead.
You know, cue the Benny Hill music right here, but Breathe and top.
Breathe is in top, and Breathe shall be breathing no more. Solo kill going over to 369. The power of having that ignite. Breathing is almost level 6. It's going to be a little bit far away from it, though. Jackie Love takes a tower shot. Jomong in a little bit of trouble, flashes away, and they're actually jumping straight onto Jackie Love. Joe is tanking, Missing, flashing away. The undertow will be enough to take down the cow. The Butcher brings the cow to the slaughterhouse, but Shanks is roaming down. Now, do they want to try and make another play? There is a TP available for Camille, so this could be a 5v3 if they show choose. Karsa just about gets out, and a great shockwave brings everybody back into the dying arms of Top Esports. Top Esports pick up 2 from that.
Big miss. The Dragon going their way as well. Like, this is just such a nice start for Top Esports.
1,000 gold. Drag side, you can see Shuo and Jackie Love. They're not making it in any way, like, you know, any way easy for them to try and get anything. They jump straight in on top of Jomong, and he's dead. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and Missing is still going for these plays. Oh, hang on.
Oh, 369.
The shield.
Oh, the shield. The passive keeps him alive. Breathe almost pulls off a perfect play. Not quite able to get it, but it will lose a lot of CS to this turret. And this could be your win condition now for Team WE. You need to try and get this Aatrox back up.
I mean, the Aatrox is going to have a lot of impact in these fights. Win condition, though, is certainly going to be through Shanks and through Jomong on this bottom side. It will give Breathe a little bit more wiggle room where he can push in and look to join with the team, especially with that TP you talked about earlier, Penguin. But right now, they need to stop the bait on the bottom side. Missing has been baited too many times on this bottom side to go for these engages. Zhou is ready.
Roaming up now to 369. They can take a lot of turret plates with this.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the trade-off. You still have Breathe committed towards this bottom side. So as long as Jackie Love stays safe, and he can do so with this heal, with this flash, you're not really in trouble.
Oh, the Moonlight Vigil. I like the idea. The concept was there, but now you're TPing up. They got Knight TPing up here as well. It's a double TP, though, so they're trying to 100% commit to this one. Breathe, gets Shockwave down. They jump straight in. That's going to be Karsa picking himself up a kill. Now Shanks, a little bit of no man's land right now. Will be able to trade off the minions. They will get a dragon, so they'll stop those stacking. But this whole move right now, good flash, 369 in a little bit of trouble. If Shanks can get one more rotation of spells, he might have been able to kill him off, but that was top esports just playing that.
Catching people unaware, and it's always about supporting the push power that they have. We saw Karsa playing so heavy around this. Oh, wait.
They actually kill off Knight. They tried to go for a little cheeky pick right there, and it doesn't quite work out. Yes, they lose mid lane turret. That's a nice little bit of gold going over to the side of Team WE, and that's the small little things that we always have to take into account when it comes to top esports.
But they will get top lane tower here for top esports as well, and that is a pretty big win, because honestly what you're trying to do is just completely control the vision that
pick. Yes, you're looking to try and push into your own jungle, but you don't own your own jungle right now. You need to reclaim it if you want to try and contest this, and there's just no way you can. Now, the lucky thing, as I say that, though, is the Moonlight Vigil did come down into mid lane. Graviton dropped down as well. Missing, though, might have to pop the Unbreakable Will as he does. These records are coming in. The flash in from Karsa jumps straight down onto the Udyr, and the Hextech ultimatum on the Breed. There's 2 quick kills. The excitement from Jackie Love keeps him going, keeps this fight pushing forward. Joe says he's feeling it. Great flash, but Knight off on the top side of that one does enough. They will not be able to kill him off. Yes, they will, and the power of the Catfish is
Jackie Love's
enough.
going.
Jackie Love is going, and he will continue down that mid lane. Double kill ace. They lose nobody, and they gain everything.
Where'd they go, Penguin? They tried to take one fight against them on top esports, perfectly positioned to defend.
Way up through that bot side jungle, and with no turrets in that mid lane apart from the inhibitor, you can't really walk that far close. You have to know exactly where everyone is at all times. There is a TP for Breed and for Shanks, and they have got vision now that this Baron has been started. It's going to be a relatively quick one, so they need to make a decision right now. 369 is still hovering in that mid lane. Knight trying to play keep away from Beishan. The Baron down to about 4,000, 3,000 HP, 2,000 HP. They know they can probably burst it down if they really, really want to. Now, the Baron has gone down. They do not get in on time. The Moonlight Vigil only lands on the 2, but it's the 2 you do not want to land on top of. Super Mega Deck Rocket alongside the Hextech ultimatum just peppers them down with damage. Breed is trying to be a raid boss, but there's just nowhere for him to go. Everybody is falling 1 by 2 by 3 by 4. Triple kill for Jackie Love, and that is almost certainly the game now for top esports.
So well played by top esports the entire way along. I love that there's 3 members who are starting up the Baron. They're separating WE into several different spots. Do I chase after Knight? Do I try and get into the pit? And you're being peppered down, that health bar being whittled at this whole damn time. Now, Baron, inhibitor, out the window. You got top lane turret that's about to go down. At 369, he can just continue this pressure in top side after the resets, because you've got in 45 seconds the 3rd dragon spawning for top.
Shanks, you're not where you're supposed to be. This is not your jungle. This is not your place to be. Actually, Missing died off on the bottom side of this as well. And you can see Jackie Love just does not care who you are, does not care what you are doing. He is going to be able to run you down. They get excited, not quite as fast as an Udyr, but that's it.
Doesn't matter. Knight's behind them.
Oh,
369 is there.
Knight and 369. The Moonlight Vigil is there. Sombrero. Hola, senor. It's going to end up costing him his life. He trades it 1 for 1. But this is top esports. This is them locking in that top 4 spot. And this is them putting down a statement that they are back to top 4.
The sombrero comes in for Knight, but the hasta la vista for top esports. WE, they've got nothing left. Missing is staring dumbfounded as his base is just going to ruin.
What a game. I wanted to mention how in the first game I was high praise for keeping Jackie Love down. This is why I was high praising it. He's 10-0-7 on this Jinx. He's a monster. If you don't deal with this man, he will take over a game like he has here. Top esports 2-0 Team WE and lock themselves to top 4.
And what a performance from this